So what's the purpose of this star? What are the purposes of this thing? The purpose of this benchmark is to assess students' performance in the common core standards and set learning goals for the following benchmark. That is, individualized scores, and teachers may use the STAR assessment for progress monitoring purpose. That is, schedule the STAR assessment more frequently to help identify needs, monitor progress, and guide instructions. So you can always, like I said before, you can always fine tune it. You know the learner better. If someone just gives you there's nothing wrong if you are so unconventional, as long as it works. I don't believe in being very conventional. I always get to know my learners, then I will plan what works for them. Because if you are now giving, you are stereotyped, you are saying this is what I must follow, it might not even work for the next learner, because we are all different. It might not work for the next learner, and it should not be a situation, they gave us something wrong. Remember, all this we are doing is research. So you can research more and work with your learner's uniqueness. So the next one we'll be looking at is the next assessment is the PALS assessment. PALS is the acronym for Phonological Awareness Literacy Screening. So this is used in the New Zealand. Okay. So PALS assessments are designed to identify students in need of additional reading instruction beyond that provided to typically developing readers. So that is PALS. That is what the PALS is all about. Let's look at the brief history of PALS. The PALS was developed by Marcia Invernizzi. I'm just trying to know. A PhD holder. Please know that PhD is always research. This Google we are using today is a PhD works. Is research of what people have done. So if that person was a PhD holder, and Marcia Invernizzi and his colleagues over a decade ago at the University of Virginia's Curry School of Education through Virginia's Early Intervention Reading Initiative, that is the EIRI. So it's been there since 1997, and 1997 is almost 30 years, right? Okay. PALS has served as the universal screening tool for Virginia and is now used in all 50 states as well as in many foreign countries for early identification and intervention. So you can just use the PALS. So let's look at what the PALS does. What do we use the PALS for? Let's look at the levels of the PALS. The PALS consists of 3 instruments for assessment in English language. You have the PALS Pre-K, that is for preschool learners, that is learners between ages 3 and 4. So what do you have to check with for learners ages 3 and 4? You have to let them check out their letter sounds. Okay, that's what you check for them. So the next level is the PALS K for kindergarteners. So what do you check in those kindergarteners? You have to check what their their writing out, their spellings. Yes. Can the child write cat, C-A-T, cat? Can the child identify C-A-T, cat, as C-A-T, cat, and use the letter sound K, at, for instance? Spelling using letter sounds, identification of vowels and consonants. Can the child identify all that? Reading. Okay, so the next one is the PALS Plus for learners in grade 1 to grade 8, higher levels. So you have to know, for instance, the dictation, reading, comprehension skills, phonological awareness, blending, syllables, identification of sounds in a word, and the rest of it. Can the learner identify ch, ch as one sound and not two words? Ch, sh, r. You understand? R. Can they identify that? So what are the steps in PALS? Step to PALS. Please, you can even use this and fine-tune it for mathematics, for science. Fine. When the child knows how to learn, how to read, how to write, reading, since we are English speakers, if the child can really read, you understand? So I think other areas will be okay. You can even use this for dyscalculics. When you say dyscalculics, those suffering from dyscalculia, that's math, and that's my forte. So you can fine tune it. I didn't go and learn dyscalculia differently, so that I'll know how to fine tune it. I just learned it. I said, I can, infuse this. Let me plan mine. So be creative. Do not be rigid. Do not be stereotyped. So the steps to PALS are plan and purpose of testing. What's the plan and purpose of testing? Why are you testing them? Okay? Or why are you testing the learner? Then plan or purpose of testing. You screen the learner and review the data that you've already got. You set goals and growth. Goals for the growth. It's just like planning a scheme of work. This is what this should have known at this time. Okay, at this milestone when we are working together after detecting this and that. Okay. You set goals and growth expectation. You manage group and focus on instructions. When I say groups, you can group, you can divide the child's learning. You group it and know where you want to focus on. You understand? If it is blending of sounds, or maybe at 13, the child's skills, the child has to start from pre-K. Let it be known, it's pre-K level. Little by little, the child will progress. Not that, and the parents can be saying, he's 13 years old, how will he start from kindergarten? Or, it's too far, when will he know it? It's either they want it done that way or not. You can't just, skip the foundation and start building skyscrapers. It works nowhere. Okay? Then, check understanding and monitor progress. I've said it before, progress is very important to monitor, measure progress. Check. See, don't be in a hurry if there's nothing to hurry about. Check all those things before you conclude. So that is it. Thank you very much.